breakfast sponsored by Mid-Atlantic Leasing. We hope to see you all again at these events next year. The Commonwealth of Virginia is fortunate to be served by elected officials who continually work to create a positive environment where businesses thrive and its citizens can flourish. We are grateful for your tireless service to the citizens of the Commonwealth. Please join me in offering a special welcome to our elected officials and their offices who serve in local, state, and federal government. HRGCC was founded as a nonprofit organization in the early 1950s by local business leaders engaged in international commerce. We are dedicated to promoting national and international commerce in Virginia by sustaining global relations, fostering economic opportunities in the region, and creating forums for networking and professional development. And it's always a pleasure to meet up with old friends and colleagues, to make new connections, and to discuss the most pressing issues of the day. I hope you will join us at as many of these events as your schedules allow. I would be remiss if I did not thank my fellow board members, without whom none of these events would be possible. As an all-volunteer board, we are connected by our common dedication to the success of the supply chain and maritime ecosystems in the Hampton Roads region and beyond. Necessary for creating and delivering goods and services to consumers. However, it was not until the late 80s and the early 90s when the term supply chain management really began to emerge. As a vital engine of economic activity, the port plays a central role in supporting the prosperity and economic well-being of communities across the Commonwealth of Virginia. The 2024 State of the Port event would not be possible were it not for the generous support of our sponsors. I hope you had the opportunity to see the names and logos of our sponsors, as well as our Platinum sponsors' videos on the hall monitors as you arrived today, and on the big screens in this banquet room. He was sworn in as mayor in November of 2018 after having served on the city council for 14 years. Mayor Dyer served in the U.S. Marine Corps from 1968 to 1972 and is the first veteran to be directly elected as mayor in Virginia Beach history. He serves as the city council liaison for numerous bodies, including the Clean Community Commission, the Hampton Roads Planning District Commission, the Hampton Roads Transportation Accountability Commission, the Hampton Roads Transportation Planning Organization, and the Human Rights Commission.
Good afternoon and welcome everybody. What a great day in Virginia Beach, but then again, every day is a great day in Virginia Beach. And I just want to say I am so honored to represent not only our city council, Worth Remick is also joining us, and our dear neighbor and friend.
So Mayor Dyer, just for clarity, it's good morning. That's great. And if I can just say, first of all, it's a real pleasure to be here with everybody today. It's great to look across the room and see so many important partners. We've got champions, partners, friends, everybody from the Port of Virginia here today. I think we can all say we've been on a very impressive journey together. I'm going to be very eager to share that significant progress we've all made in the past year. Some really exciting developments here at the port, some really good stuff. So we're all going to get excited. The only difference, as anybody who works on my team knows, is I grew up in the UK. So I just want to clarify what that really means is this is excitement. Because when I went to school, excitement was frowned upon. We were all conformists, so excitement for me that today is going to be actually watch the screens, don't worry about me. So first, let's get going. At the Port of Virginia, we do now call ourselves America's most modern gateway. So what does that mean? It means implementing a $1.4 billion investment program to enhance our infrastructure and seamlessly handle larger vessels and volumes. It means prioritizing the highest safety standards with proactive training, advanced technology, and trusted partnerships. It means supporting two-way vessel traffic by investing in the deepest, widest, safest channels on the United States East Coast. It means empowering operations with 100% clean electric, the first of any major East Coast port to do so. It means committing to net zero emissions by 2040, the earliest of any East Coast port, and accelerating toward that plan more quickly than planned. It means integrating semi-automated technology and hybrid electric equipment that really drives efficiency. It means empowering a highly skilled workforce that's dedicated to innovating every link in your supply chain. It means coordinating with the Commonwealth of Virginia and our localities to build the premier logistics hub in America by implementing comprehensive infrastructure improvements. For our customers, it means being able to deliver your goods from power tools to auto parts to furniture to 75% of the US population within just 2 days. 2 days. In Virginia, for the Commonwealth, it means powering 565,000 jobs and contributing $63 billion to the state's GDP in 2023. And it means being the Commonwealth's primary economic engine. That is what it means to be America's most modern gateway. We need some oil on the screens there. We've built a first-class enterprise, and we are constantly innovating and investing for the future. Yet even with modernizing, our North Star is a steadfast commitment to service. None of this, of course, would be possible without the support of what I like to call the best village in the country. Our host communities, many represented here today, federal and state officials, the US Coast Guard, the pilots, Customs and Border Protection, railroad and trucking partners, and the Army Corps of Engineers. For those of you who know my career, I've been a user or responsible for operations in 25 or greater than 25 ports in the country. And I do truly believe that the Port of Virginia has the best village of all the ports in the nation. I also want to take a moment to thank the incredible team I'm honored to work with for the dedication for everything they do. There are 32 of my colleagues in the room today. They represent close to the 470 people who we directly employ from the port. And of course, the remaining 440 are out there today delivering the great service that you've come to expect. All of you in this room here today allow us to deliver each and every day. You know what role you all play in our vital work. Our continued progress wouldn't be possible without you, so thank you again. Together, collectively, we are implementing a blueprint for the future of commerce that begins at the Port of Virginia, America's most modern gateway. Before we continue, I do want to pause and I do want to recognize the recent tragedy that took place with the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. It was less than 2 months ago. First and foremost, all of our thoughts must remain with the families impacted by this terrible tragedy and all the people in Baltimore still working through this fallout. As the Port of Virginia, we are a close peer and neighbor to the Port of Baltimore, and we are providing support in every way we can. For as long as needed, we stand with them through these trying times. In the wake of this tragedy, I want you all to know that the Port of Virginia has been able to step in to keep the supply chains moving. Our team has risen to the challenge of managing unexpected volume increases and cargoes we don't typically handle. Even as we support the Port of Baltimore, however, we continue to deliver the safe, efficient, and reliable services our customers expect. We've not missed a beat and remain committed to delivering an outstanding user experience. In particular, I want to highlight the dedication of our longshore men and women. Their leadership is sitting down here, I believe, at table 8 today. But these men and women started managing cargo from Baltimore just hours after the collapse. We were heading into the Easter holiday weekend, and our teams quickly stepped up to keep the supply chain moving while supporting our neighbors. This team saw the gravity of the moment and did whatever it took to solve whatever challenges they met. In addition, the East Coast response to this incident has been exceptional. On the morning of the collapse, we were on the phone with the Port of New York and New Jersey, and in that call, we coordinated handling diverted shipments and increased volumes, and most importantly, aligned on a comprehensive response to the wider supply chain and to the federal government. We should be proud of how the network of East Coast ports came together to support our colleagues in Baltimore to meet this significant challenge. There's one other point worth noting about the impact of Baltimore. As David was saying, some of us in this room might feel like the world doesn't pay much attention to the ins and outs of our industry. When something works, and works well, it is, after all, human nature not to pay it much notice. But the Key Bridge collapse put a spotlight on the vitality of our work and our industry. I know we've all felt a greater focus on the implications of what we do each and every day. This tragedy is the most recent in a string of challenges we must navigate together. Safety and security risks in the Red Sea and drought in Panama are diverting ships to more reliable routes. As everyone in this room knows, a strong supply chain is a flexible one, and the Port of Virginia is agile and ready to tackle any challenge the world tosses our way. I know we all look forward to the time when the Port of Baltimore is once again up and running, and until then, the Port of Virginia remains dedicated to delivering world-class service and stepping up no matter the circumstances. It's a testament to our team, our operations, the strategic investments and projects that we are able to meet these moments while still performing at the highest level. It's been a remarkable year for the Port of Virginia, and I'm excited to share with you some of the highlights, and I do truly mean I am excited. The implementation of our $1.4 billion Gateway investment program is driving transformational changes that are strengthening our business and the service we provide. We've made incredible progress on our goal to reach net zero emissions by 2040. As of January the 1st, our terminal operations are now fully powered by clean electric, and we are very proud to be the first major East Coast port to achieve this milestone. This is one of many steps we're taking in our ongoing commitment to sustainability. Today, more than half of the equipment we use is hybrid or electric, and we're focused on increasing our all-electric fleet over the course of the next year as we move forward with enhancements at Norfolk International Terminals. Last fall, we offloaded the first shipment of components for the Dominion Energy Coastal Virginia offshore wind farm. If we hadn't closed the blinds, you would know it's 23.5 miles straight out the window. An investment of $220 million has transformed Portsmouth Marine Terminal into the most capable offshore wind hub in the nation. And today, if we were at Portsmouth Marine Terminal, you would see the very first loading out of those monopiles to be implemented at the wind farm. The wind farm project is the largest in the nation to date, and once complete in 2026, it will power the equivalent of 660,000 homes with clean, reliable energy. In addition, our wider shipping channel is now open for business. It allows for two-way passage of ultra-large container vessels, reducing turnarounds by up to 15% and decreasing emissions from idling ships. We're also on track to finish dredging the channel in 2025 to create the deepest channels on the United States East Coast. Finally, we're moving forward on expanding our central rail yard. We are already the largest rail gateway on the East Coast, and it's about to get even bigger and better. This expansion will extend our customers' reach and allow us to remain the pinnacle of rail efficiency across the country. Throughout it all, the Port of Virginia is outperforming the market and investing in our growth to maintain a competitive edge. From increasing our container volumes and cargo capacity to deliver industry-leading service levels that allow our customers to reach target markets more quickly and efficiently, we are committed to performing even better for you. As the market shifts to increasingly favor shipments from the Indian subcontinent, Vietnam, Latin America, our strategic East Coast location and world-class service are drawing more containerized ship calls in our harbor. We're also leading in container port growth as the industry continues to recognize our operational excellence. Cargoes and businesses, your businesses, are choosing the Port of Virginia as their premier supply chain partner. In addition, container volumes have normalized from the pandemic years. Today, we are 17% above 2020 levels. I'm proud to report that 2024 is off to a strong start, and we've seen significant growth already in the first quarter of this year. Safety has always been the priority at the Port of Virginia, and in 2021, we set out to cut our safety incidents in half within 5 years. Our work and focus are paying off. We are ahead of our target, and will continue to focus on the well-being of our workforce and those who operate on our facilities. In addition, through our Maritime Incident Response Team and in coordination with the Coast Guard, we will continue to help train and prepare our region's first responders. You can hopefully tell by now that we pride ourselves on top service levels. In 2023, we delivered world-class performance for our trucking and rail partners, as well as our ship line customers. This is by design. Our growing semi-automated systems and top-notch team deliver industry-leading performance that allow you to reach farther, faster. We can achieve all I've laid out here because of effective financial stewardship and the unwavering support of our shareholder, the Commonwealth of Virginia. We reinvest all retained earnings into our gateway, creating employment growth, enhancing competitiveness, and improving operations. This allows us to plan for the future and enables the Port of Virginia to perform even better for you. Our partnership growth is the realization of the gateway we've worked so hard to build. This behind me is what it looks like to put industry-leading service metrics and market growth to work. But these efforts are never ending. We're focused on continuing to attract private investment to the region, driving job growth and creating economic opportunity that benefit the entire state. This regional growth does not happen by chance. It's the result of an integrated approach to infrastructure enhancements in partnership with the Commonwealth. I will touch on this in a bit, but we've developed a leading logistics hub to meet your needs today and tomorrow. But what does all this mean for you, our customers, and our partners? It means that goods are making it to market sooner at a lower cost. It means you're hitting your sustainability goals earlier. It means economic and job growth for the region and for the entire Commonwealth. And it means that when there are catastrophic threats to the supply chain, like the tragedy in Baltimore, you can always find a resilient partner at the Port of Virginia. These developments are just the beginning of what we set out to accomplish. Our modern approach to sustainability, efficiency, speed to market, safety, and operational excellence sets us apart. This year, we've brought America's most modern gateway to life, but we're not done yet. We have big plans for the future already happening in this region now. So where is the Port of Virginia headed next? We know that being modern doesn't just mean offering seamless service today. It also means staying a step ahead of all of our competition for tomorrow. And where will our industry be tomorrow? What will it look like? The market is rapidly changing. Goods are increasingly coming from South and Southeast Asia instead of Northeast Asia. The Port of Virginia is ready to capitalize on this opportunity that favors East Coast ports over West Coast ports. In fact, our strongest growth is coming from India, and we expect to see continued growth in the coming years. Amid a surge of orders for container vessels, ships are also getting bigger, requiring greater capabilities. As more orders for larger ships come in, we are preparing the Port of Virginia to safely and efficiently handle their arrival. These are some of the major trends we see, and we are ready and adapting to every one of them. Above all, our strategic infrastructure investments keep us on our front foot, on the edge of innovation, where you all need us to be. Our $1.4 billion Gateway Investment Program is enhancing our port inside the gate infrastructure. From our rail yard to our digital systems to the integration of semi-automated technology, this program is further elevating the most advanced port operation in the country. Separately, the Commonwealth of Virginia is investing more than $5 billion in world-class tunnels, $5 billion in world-class tunnels, highways, and bridges. These improvements complement our focus on increased cargo capacity and efficiency. These two efforts are but part of an integrated strategy to create the most advanced logistics hub in the nation. America's most modern gateway, it isn't a concept that ends when you leave one of our terminals. It continues throughout your supply chain, every stop. That, of course, is the Virginia advantage. So let's take a closer look. In the next couple of years, the Port of Virginia and our gateway will look remarkably different. Later this year, we will complete the expansion of our central rail yard. These upgrades will deliver even more efficient service by pairing increased rail capacity with the most expansive rail reach on the East Coast. Next year, we will complete our offshore wind hub, and will also finish dredging to create the deepest channels on the East Coast. In addition, ongoing upgrades to our Norfolk International terminals will support more semi-automated systems. This will significantly speed up cargo capacity and increase total competitive capacity. We also continue to partner with the Virginia Department of Transportation on 3 very important projects. The Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel expansion is the largest single highway construction project in Virginian history. It will double capacity, more than double the capacity of this region, and improve the safety. Then there's Route 58. This project, of course, will provide a modern and safe highway. For those from Suffolk, we can now say to Suffolk and beyond. That's what Route 58 will do for us. 2 years ago, I stood up here and speculated that the then new Secretary of Transportation might fix the gap. And of course now we can give him a round of applause, because here we are, we have funding in place, and we've broken ground to fix that gap between Williamsburg and Richmond. We remain dedicated to being the nationwide leader in sustainability, efficiency, and innovation, pushing the boundaries of our industry and seizing opportunities to meet the ever-evolving demands of your supply chain. Today, the state of the Port of Virginia is strong, and I believe it will get stronger by the day. We are proud to lead our industry in innovative solutions that enhance safety, reduce carbon emissions, drive efficiency, decrease operational costs, and add competitive capacity. The future of commerce is underway right here, right now, with investments and initiatives that are setting new nationwide standards. We are focused on creating significant growth in the years ahead and remain confident in our position in the industry to do so. When I stepped up here earlier, the idea of America's Most Gateway might have been a new concept for many. What is this guy talking about? I hope it's clear now what we mean, that the Port of Virginia is more than a traditional port or terminal network. It's your gateway to any market, powered by world-class operations, a first-class workforce, continuous investments, infrastructure and investment partnerships, and a dedication to service that you can count on for years to come.